Hey guys, it's Audra and welcome back to 365 Projects. I'm here today with my February TBR, and if you've been around here at all, you know that this is way early, even though it's probably like a day before February. But I'm going to be gone the first few days of February for the Super Bowl. I'm so crazy excited and cannot believe that this is like life right now, that this opportunity was given to us to go along with the Chiefs to the Super Bowl. And so definitely repping them on my shirt today, but all week long. The Kansas City has just gone insane, and it's going to be a fabulous, crazy good time. So I wanted to share my TBR with you before I head out of town and do that. So February is mainly going to be books to go with the Blackathon challenges, and then all other books will also be own voices books for Black History Month. So that's Black characters with Black authors, and it's something that I typically do all of February, but I do it other times throughout the year to celebrate those authorships and those characters and their stories. So there may be some that don't fit along with that, unfortunately, at the end. Last month I started the TBR jar again, and I don't know if that will really coincide with my goal of reading only Black voices in February. So we'll see how it goes. But I do have books selected for both the science fiction fantasy side of Blackathon as well as the contemporary side. I just wanted to quickly share those titles with you of what I have chosen so far. On the science fiction fantasy side, the first challenge is to read a book with a Black character in the LGBTQIA plus group of individuals, and for that I'm actually going with The Deep by Rivers Solomon and 3 other authors as well. So this one is super short, which is great for a readathon. I have the audiobook ready to go, and this is a very intriguing premise of the fact of what if the people that were enslaved and taken onto ships and once thrown overboard didn't actually perish in the sea, but became possibly mermaids or sirens, something along those realms, and have this underground world. And I know there are a lot of other intersectionalities within this very short story from what I have heard, but I am excited to get into this and see what it's about. I have not yet read something by Rivers Solomon and have heard great things. The next book on my list is going to be one for the category of Afrofuturism, and there are so many great choices, and I somehow managed to whittle it down to Akata Witch by Nnedi Okorafor, and I have had this for a while, since I hauled it last year, I believe. I also have the sequel, so I'm hoping I love it and can continue on. But this one is a character whose name is Sunny, and she's in Nigeria, was born in New York City. She is West African, but she's also albino, and she realizes that she's a free agent with powers, and it sounds like she has to go after these people who are career criminals and kind of fight their magic too. It just sounds amazing, and it looks like it should be a quick read. I also should have the audiobook for this one. Moving on, very quickly, like I said, is the graphic novel of science fiction fantasy, and this one is not in quite yet. I haven't picked it up, and I believe it's called The Black Mage, and what I've seen it pitched as is Harry Potter, except respecting that it lack of diversity and putting a diverse character, a young Black boy, at the center of the story, and kind of making some of those commentaries, I think, along the way regarding the lack thereof of inclusion and diversity within the magic school. And so I'm excited to get to that one, and hopefully it shows up soon on my hold shelf at the library so I can pick that up and share it with you. And the last book on the SSF challenge is Cunning or Ambitious Characters, and I'm so excited about finally reading The Jumbies by Tracy Baptiste. And this is actually middle grade, so I have started this a little bit with one of my students who wanted to read it as well, and the cover is gorgeous. These lights don't do it very much justice, so you can't quite see them. But this is a Caribbean folk tale about Jumbies who hide in the woods and kind of haunt children. And I'm several chapters in, and it's very scary. It leaves kind of like at a cliffhanger at the end of all these short chapters. But I am excited to get further into that one as well. So that is the SSF category. And now it is time to get into the contemporary side. And this first challenge was to find a Black character that is either a mental health or just another kind of disability. And I originally have Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes, excuse me, and she's the creator of Grey's Anatomy, Scandal, How to Get Away with Murder, and it's just about her Year of Yes. I had this on my TBR for January. I've read the majority of it though, and I started it this week, and I'm quickly going through it, and hopefully I'll finish it tonight, so it may already be done, and I can't recall the other book I wanted to use for that, so that may be a surprise at the end of my February wrap-up, what I actually do use for that challenge. And the next one is a character not in the US, and that's going to be Queenie. So this is about a Jamaican-British family. I've heard it pitched as similar to like British Jones's Diary, but obviously, I mean, it's going to be better because I'm not really a fan of that. And this cover is stunning. I don't know anything at all going into this. I do see that there's like text messages and emails, so I love those kind of things thrown throughout, and I can't wait to get to that one. The next one is a lighthearted read, and I am hoping to finally get to the, I think, third full-length novel in this series, The Reluctant Royals by Alyssa Cole, A Prince on Paper. Again, I don't know a lot about these characters going into it. I just know that it is a romance series that I love, and these characters somehow are connected to the characters in the first two books, and I cannot wait to get back into Alyssa Cole's writing. And the last one for the Blackathon challenges is a character who is revolutionary, and for that I have selected Watch Us Rise by Renee Watson and then also Ellen Hogan. I believe this is like dual perspective, but I definitely want to read as much Renee Watson this month as humanly possible. I love her, and I only have a couple of her backlist titles left. Maybe 3 actually, but this seemed perfect for revolutionary. And it is, I think, a high school club of girls like rising against the man. I believe they found like a poetry club. Again, obviously, I apparently like going into books not knowing a whole lot, and we're gonna go with it this month because I've had these books on my TBR for far too long, and it's time to purposely get to them with these amazing challenges. It's gonna be a lot of fun. And then we get to go into the TBR jar. Last month, I did pull 3 books out of the TBR jar. I think we'll do that again today. I did accomplish Lily and Duncan. Sorry, you can't see that. Walking with Miss Millie. But I did not accomplish Law's Orchestra Saves the World yet. I'm not going to by the end of the month. And this is the one I said that I could kind of get by with because it is an autograph book. The author came to our local library, so I can't get rid of that. But I will talk about the other 2 in my wrap-up because we need to go ahead and pull out the first book. Move this around. My dog is staring at me like, lady, why haven't you walked me yet? Okay. The first one is Love in Other Words. And I honestly don't even know what that looks like. That is horrible. Let me see if I can pull up a cover. Love and Other Words. Love and Basketball pops up, and I'm definitely watching that this month. Not like I need a reason to watch it. It was my favorite movies growing up. All right, Love and Other Words by Christina Lauren. So looking at this is definitely not a Black author. These are 2 white women from my understanding, and it's not a Black character either. So that's disappointing. If I don't finish it this month, I will push it to next month and get it done. But I know it is about like these 2 friends and their stories into the future and how they become lovers, or if they do or they don't. And the young man is like very bookish, and I think that's why I picked it up, because of that like whole guys that like books type of thing. But we'll see how that goes. Moving on, the next one is Runaway. I am not okay. Runaway is by Wendelin Van Dronen, and again, this is not one that goes with any of the challenges, so it'll be just an additional pick. And this is told in diary format of a girl who is in foster care and she's a teenager. She runs away, obviously, and it's kind of like her surviving, finding her place in this world. And I'm hoping it is respectful of that point of view because it is so very important to me. But that adds to our challenge as well. And we have the last book. What's it going to be? Makes me nervous. It's still, again, not going to count, but Stargirl. I love that it's short. There it is right here. And that it's coming out as a movie with Grace. She was on America's Got Talent, right? And I loved her. I'm excited to see the movie, but I have not ever read the book. And it's one that is a middle grade that may be a little bit more mature than the middle grade from what I've heard. Again, another one I'm not going to go into knowing anything about, but I need to read. And I know that Julie from Pages and Pens loves this book. And the readathon for Contemporary Thons this month too, which I'll have a separate TBR. I wanted to do all of those again, own voices, Black authors, with Black characters, but this could work for that challenge because it's a book love challenge. So stay tuned for that. We'll kind of see how it goes. So in this TBR, we have 12 books. No, I can't do math apparently. We have 11 books, the 8 for the Blackathon challenges, and these 3 were added. These 2 are very kind in length. This one's a little lengthier, but maybe it's like a lighthearted romance that'll be easy to get through once I prioritize my Blackathon challenges. So those are the books I plan on reading this month. If you've read any of them or would like to read any of them with me, please let me know down below, and I will talk to you down there. I cannot wait to get started, and I hope everybody has a great reading month. Talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.